Welcome to topic one, changes in education. The name you need to associate with this is Horace Mann. If this name sounds familiar, it's probably because there are a lot of schools that are named after Horace Mann. There are even a couple in the Bay Area. So we're going to see an extension of education. So this is coming out of the Second Great Awakening. You've got more free public schools that are being set up between these years, the 1820s and the 1850s. And their goal is to provide education and morality training. So a little bit different than what you might associate with a free public school. Prior to 1820, we talked about this before, but you've got more public schools in the Northeast. You had more higher literacy rates in that area as well. Again, the connection there to the Puritans and this individual relationship with God, that everyone should be reading their own Bible. So this really is a chance to get some of these other regions caught up. Horace Mann is presenting this argument that schools would save immigrants and poor children's parents bad influences and would help them become good citizens. So he sees schools as the great equalizer. And obviously, the statement that he's making here is troubling on a great many levels, but he does really see the importance of education to hopefully kind of bring everybody up to the same point. So he is advocating for common curriculum for teacher education, and the focus is on character development. So it's not really on cram all this content into the students' heads, but on character development, morality, and a lot of this is going to be based on what is called the Prussian model. And we'll kind of swing back around to that on the next slide. In terms of teachers, this is a first real career for women. So it will remain to be seen as supplemental income for unmarried women. So there's a lot of rules associated with this. So once you get married, you would be asked to leave. So you would lose your job once you got married. If you were a spinster or quote unquote old maid, you would be asked to leave at a certain point as well. But this will always will be seen as kind of funny money for women. Again, this idea that we're still dealing with some coverture here, that women are still either considered property of their father or their husband. So either way, the idea is that they are being cared for. This idea of the common schooling, free public schools, is going to be supported by labor unions, factory owners, and middle class reformers. And this is where the Prussian model comes in. So part of what the Prussian model is the use of bells and setting up a regimented day. So this is why factory owners and labor unions like this. So on a certain level, the Prussian model is designed to train people to become cogs in the machine, train them to be factory workers. So again, getting use of order, different points in your day, moving on to different things. So that's kind of the idea with the Prussian model. It is resisted by parents who don't want to relinquish the moral education of their own kids. There's obviously a lot of at-home teaching going on. Wealthier children would be able to attend private schools. So that's a concern for some of them, because they're going to be paying for private schools, and now they're also going to be paying taxes that are going to go to support this public school system as well. So not everyone is in favor. But Horace Mann and others believe that this tax-supported free public education is important to all, and it really needs to remain separated from religious instruction. So he was adamant about that. So what's the connection here to the Second Great Awakening? We've talked already about the rise of literacy rates as a result of the Second Great Awakening and the implementation of Sunday school. So that is one of the connections that you can see there as well. So it's just kind of taking this to the next level. Okay, and that is your intro to education reform. Please make sure that you read the Gilder Lerman article on Horace Mann and school reform. So this will give you some more details. And just wanted to bring you back over to your document. Okay, so remember this is your education area here. And then just double check that you are adding notes into the correct part of your graphic organizer. If you would like some more on education reform, there's some more here as well. This is a good opportunity to practice your document analysis practice as well. So there is a few documents here for you to explore if you choose, and more on Horace Mann. And that is the end of topic 1.